Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world and I bitch complain about things that annoy me, piss me off, and just plain anger the living shit out of me, and in this case, I was right! I apologize for the fan in the background, but I have to pretty much hide myself underground for this one because the flaming pitchforks are out, folks, and I was right! I said Space Jam: A New Legacy was going to suck, and by God, I was right! Not only does it suck, but it sucks and blows! It proves physics wrong! And oh boy, I can't tell you how happy I am for this. But of course, I'm still pissed about the movie. And now that it's out, I can actually rant about it proper. And yes, before somebody asks, wait a minute, I thought you were ending your series. Yes, in December 31st. It's not December yet, is it? No, there's still time. Oh yes, there's still time to get some ranting in before the series goes to the vault. But for now, let's digress. So, Space Scam, a cash legacy, as I'm gonna so lovingly call it, because that's basically what it fucking is. I have watched every review I can find on this, both good and bad, and even the good reviews aren't really praising the movie. They're basically like, oh, it was so wonderful, you know, I had the wonderful time watching my favorite characters on the screen. Yet you actually watch somebody that reviews a crap ton of movies that actually has a decent, you know, backing behind them for I know what I'm talking about, and they'll come right out and tell you this is a flaming pile of garbage. This is like a hot dumpster fire, like radioactive waste just got chucked into a dumpster and then somebody lit it on fire. That's what this is. And oh my God. But it gets so much worse. So apparently, you have Don Cheadle's character, which, by the way, Hollywood, why? Why fuck the man over? Look, hasn't Marvel done that enough to the man? I mean, he was War Machine after Terrence Howard. I'm sorry. I really hate to say it to the man, but I think Terrence Howard was a much better James Rhodes than Don Cheadle was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, he was. Granted, I can buy Cheadle as Rhodey, but keep in mind, Rhodey was supposed to be this straight arrow to Tony Stark. He was basically the other side of that coin. Whereas Tony Stark would party, get drunk, and make an ass out of himself. But hey, I'm rich. I could care less. I could drop a crap on somebody's front lawn, write them a check, and they're not going to care. In fact, it'll probably fertilize the lawn. Whereas James Rhodes, it's, I'm the straight arrow type of person. He was basically the one to make sure that Tony stayed on at least as straight of a path as possible for his drunk ass to get on. And yes, it's something that's always been looked over and glanced over and ignored in the Marvel movies, that Tony Stark was a drunk. Hell, the comics even covered that massively. He's an alcoholic, a massive alcoholic. But for Hollywood to screw over Don Cheadle in this, holy God, that's just wrong. But yes, of course, this entire movie, the premise is to be yourself. Oh, there was a song from, what was it, Tarzan? I think it was Tarzan. Maybe Tarzan? I'm trying to remember which Disney movie did it, and I'm pretty sure it was Tarzan. It's like, True to Your Heart. Yeah. I think it was Tarzan. But anyway, that is basically the point of this movie in a nutshell. This movie could have been over in 2 minutes. Literally, 2 minutes. And by the way, for the record, I did not see this movie, nor am I going to. I have no intentions of seeing this piece of shit. I have no intentions of going to see this steaming pile of hot dumpster garbage. None whatsoever. This movie was Warner Brothers jerking it. That's all it was. Hey, look at all the properties we own. We're Warner Brothers. That's right. We love ourselves. This was just them spanking it for an hour and 55 minutes. And by the way, I said this on Twitter. This movie was an hour and 55 minutes long. That's an hour and 54 minutes too long. Then after reading the plot, I changed that. for, it's an hour and 54 minutes and 58 seconds too long. It's not even worth the 2 seconds, to be honest with you, but it's just it's basically an hour, 54 minutes, and 58 seconds too damn long, for my taste. Sorry. The whole point of the movie is Cheadle's character, Al G. By the way, Hollywood, stop with the fucking puns. Puns suck. Okay, I work at a place where we have puns for almost everything, and it annoys the shit out of me. Okay? Just getting that out there. Stop with the puns. But apparently, Al G. Rhythm kidnaps LeBron James' son. Oh, by the way, it's not even his real son, because you realize his family is going to be wearing paper bags over their heads to distance themselves from this shit for years to come. It's going to be like, oh, your last name is James. You're not related to LeBron James, are you? No, never heard of the man. You've never heard of the basketball legend? Yeah, no, I don't watch basketball. They are going to distance themselves from this. This is basically garbage in a nutshell. But apparently, his son doesn't want to follow in Daddy's footsteps and be a basketball player. Yeah, because you really shouldn't bank on being a sports athlete or an athlete in general. Even like being a gaming athlete, being a gamer. You can't be an athlete. You can't, that's not a professional career choice, because at some point you're going to get hurt. You're going to get old. Your reflexes are going to start to slow. You cannot do that into your fucking 90s. I'm sorry. Even throwing Brett Favre into this, I mean, the man should have just retired, and yeah, Peyton Manning, who, honest to God, should just retire. Look, I love the Broncos, but when they brought him on, I was really stressing to find something to love about the team anymore. I was like, this is a huge mistake. But we won some Super Bowls. Oh, yeah, you won some Super Bowls. And it could also be the fact that year the other teams just really weren't coming to the plate with much. Yeah, let's just go that route, shall we? But yeah, no. This is oh God. You never want to be an athlete. I mean, come on. Even children know this. I mean, okay, not everyone, because there are some teenagers that think that they're invincible, but here's a news flash for you. You always should have something else to do. I mean, look at fucking Charles Barkley. The man played basketball. He owns businesses now. Look at Shaquille O'Neal. Look at Michael fucking Jordan, for God's sake. Speaking of which, I thought this abomination was not going to have any references to the first movie, because apparently the Nerdlucks weren't supposed to be in this, but yet they're seen in the movie, apparently. Michael Jordan, who, was not in this movie, was apparently Daffy Duck's like, yeah, Sylvester's going to go find, the former member of the Toon Squad, Michael Jordan. We'll get this. So you're paying homage to the original movie at your bitch slapping. And granted, okay, everybody's looking at this movie nowadays with rose-colored glasses. I'll agree on that, because compared to this, that movie's gold, baby. Holy shit. That movie's solid gold compared to this garbage. I mean, you got Wayne Knight getting flattened. You got Bill Murray in this. You got Michael Jordan. There's a whole slew of characters in that movie. This movie, you got LeBron James. Well, Don Cheadle's a villain, but you got LeBron James. Sarah Silverman's in this. She shouldn't even have been in this movie. I apologize to her. She has been through so goddamn much in her life, especially her acting career. This was a speed bump that she could have avoided. I would have said, when they looked at you and said, hey, do you want to come be in the Space Jam movie? It's going to star LeBron James, and here's the plot for it. If I were her, I would have looked at that and said no. Now, unless she was under contract and didn't have a fucking choice, which is what I'm thinking the deal was, because that does happen in Hollywood. Actors can be on contract. It's like, look, you don't have a choice. You're under contract. You gotta have your ass in this movie. We want you here. You have no choice. Then you're screwed. 5 Ways from Friday, then you're fucked. But this movie just, goddamn, was awful. Holy shit. The plot alone. The reviews are telling you this. And for those of you out there going, but Rotten Tomatoes, fuck Rotten Tomatoes! I don't buy Rotten Tomatoes for bullshit anymore. Those people that run that site don't know a movie from an ass in a hole in the ground. They couldn't find shoes in a shoe store if they were locked in a goddamn Payless. Okay? There you go. They are incompetent. Much like the people that wrote this piece of shit. I watched the Angry Joe review for this. It was him, Other Joe, and Alex were reviewing this. And Joe was like, well, nobody wrote this movie. And Alex was like, no, 6 people. 6 people wrote this piece. 6 people. Where'd your fucking budget go? 6 people. Okay, well, I wonder what the budget was for this movie. Can I find that? What was the budget? What was the budget for this piece of shit? Space Jam A New Legacy. I swear to God, what was the budget for this pile of steam and horse shit? Because I swear to God, this could not have had a budget. There could not have been much of anything here. Yeah, okay, it's got a 30% rating on Rotten Tomatoes as of right now, as of this recording, this very moment. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't. You can kiss my ass. This is garbage. This is hot shit. $150 million? That was your budget? How much did LeBron James cost your sorry ass? Hey, Don Cheadle probably would have did this for a sandwich. How much did LeBron James cost your sorry ass? It earned $54.7 million from the box office. It's opening. I'm sorry, that's a flop. It didn't even make back half. Maybe back a third. Tell me this was a joke. Oh, but then again, they're probably not taking into consideration the fact that, oh, well, we basically got it online, too. 31.7 million in the United States and Canada, and 23 million in other territories, for a worldwide total of 54.7 million. Yeah, this was released alongside Escape Room Tournament of Champions, which honestly is basically about the same experience as watching this thing. That movie's probably painful from the trailers. This movie's painful to sit through, probably. Reading the plot made me sick. It was initially projected to gross about 20 million from 3,965 theaters in its opening weekend. However, after making 13.1 million on its first day, estimates were raised to 32 million. Oh my God. It went on to debut to 31.7 million, achieving the best opening weekends for both a family film and a Warner Brothers film of the pandemic, and beating the original 27.5 million without inflation. Oh, you can go fuck yourselves on that one. Film tried to diverse audience. Yeah, okay, I don't care. The problem is, this movie sucks! I was right! I feel like busting out the in-your-face dance! No, sorry, screw it. Like Max said in Two Broke Girls, booyah! I was right, bitch! Yes! This movie sucks! Oh, but people like it! No. These are the moths going to the dim yellow bulb, okay? That's what this fucking was! That's bullshit! This was the moths going to the dim yellow bulb, okay? That's exactly what this was. And I'm honest to God, I am so happy that Mel Blanc is dead right now, because if they would have saw what they did to Bugs Bunny in this movie, my God, he would have lost his shit. He would have lost his shit. But this, first off, this was basically Warner Brothers' version of Ready Player One. Let's just get that right out of the way, right the fuck now. This was their version of Ready Player One. And it gets so much worse. I definitely want to dive into how worse this gets. But you have a cast of characters and voice casting, including somebody that anyone that has ever watched Rick and Morty should know, Justin Roiland, who plays and voices Rick Sanchez and Morty Smith. Hey, guess what? He's in the fucking movie, too, because they make a cameo! You are that desperate for fucking views that you're throwing in a show that's already limping to the barn! This thing got its legs broke at the second half of Season 4, and Season 5 is straight down the shitter, especially after last week's episode. This show is straight down the shitter, and you have the balls to do this. But it makes it so much worse, though. Here's the voice cast, and I see a name on here. I feel sorry for him. Gabriel Iglesias, everybody. I know Gabriel Iglesias. I mean, I don't know him personally, but he's a comedian. I find him funny. He's in this movie as Speedy Gonzalez. Man, Hollywood sure as hell good at typecasting, aren't they? God. Bob Bergen as Tweety. Zendaya as Lola Bunny. Yeah, let's talk about Lola Bunny for a minute. Oh, we can't have a sexy bunny in this. Oh my God, we don't need parents jerking it off in the seats. But yet you're going to have the basketball fans that are basically spanking it for LeBron James. They're going to go to the theater and go, yeah, it's James, yeah, oh, yeah. That's what's happening here, okay? And by the way, I'm doing this so this doesn't get marked for kids. This video ain't for fucking kids, folks. No way. Oh my God. Oh, this is insanity. This is just insanity. Oh, and you have archived recordings of the Roadrunner. Uncredited, too, by the way, for Paul Julian. Jim Cummings also gets uncredited for some recordings as a Tasmanian Devil. And then you have Fred... What the hell is that name? Tastascori? What the hell? Okay, never mind. I actually did the Tasmanian Devil then. Candy Milo as Granny. You have two people voicing the majority of the characters in this. You have Jeff Bergman voicing Bugs Bunny, Sylvester, Yosemite Sam, Fred Flintstone, and Yogi Bear. I just want to say, for the record, this is what happens when you give Warner Brothers money and tell them to make a sequel. And this isn't even a sequel. This is a soft fucking reboot because they mentioned nothing about the original team until all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, we're starting to lose the audience. Let's talk about the original movie. The live action cast, though, this is what hurts me. Okay, I swear to God, it's what hurts me. Yeah, it's Sarah Silverman in here, and she has suffered enough. Okay, leave her the fuck alone. Okay, you got Bill Murray. I love this. Who appeared in the original film. Yeah, he was in the original film, okay? The original film. Makes a photographic cameo playing golf alongside Bugs Bunny in the credits. And Michael Jordan is in the movie, but not in the way you expect. It's Michael B. Jordan. It's not Michael Jordan, because that's an entire joke, too, in this. Because literally, this is the saddest part, though. The Goon Squad starts dominating the first half of the game, using their powers to score extra points. Which, by the way, I will agree on something here, because throughout the trailers and everything else, this was not a basketball movie. Okay? This was not a basketball movie. They did not play basketball. They played some virtual fuckball. That's what they were playing. I don't know what the hell to call this thing. And again, I did not see the movie. I am going off of the clips and the reviews and the plot. The literal plot of this garbage. Oh, God. But apparently, Sylvester... I love this. Sylvester attempts to recruit former Toon Squad member Michael Jordan, but accidentally locates Michael B. Jordan instead. So, in other words, you knew this was going to suck so bad, but apparently this was a joke that I guess Don Cheadle wanted to throw into the movie. That's alright, well, whatever. I'm not going to lie, it's sort of an ironic joke. It's sort of an ironic twist. Oh, yeah, because, I mean, there's multiple people in the world that share the same name. But then again, don't do that fucking movie! God! But here's the plot for this, okay? And I'm going to say the plot for this. So spoilers if you didn't see it yet. But then again, if you don't want to waste your money, let me spoil the movie for you. No problem. Basketball champion LeBron James wishes for both of his sons, Darius and Dom, to follow in his footsteps. First off, no parent should ever want that. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become an athlete that's hated by many and loved by few. That's what I want for you. You're going to become a basketball legend. Uh-huh. By legacy. He'd become a legacy. That's all it is. A legacy! What the fuck? It'd be a legacy! But Dom, a child prodigy in computer software, instead dreams of becoming a video game developer. Much better career choice because that is a sustainable income for years to come. You create a massive hit game, you can become a god amongst the nerds. Do you realize how much nerd godhood pays? A shit ton of money! Oh my god! LeBron starts showing a small interest in Dom's game, but Dom discovers a glitch that his character performing a specific move caused the character to be deleted, much to his chagrin. Yeah, and LeBron's wife's basically advising him to respect Dom's wishes. Look, they could have ended this movie so fucking early it isn't funny. Look, honey, just let our son do what he wants to do. Yes, that's the whole point of this. Just be your goddamn self. No, this movie basically turns that into, well, we're going to basically follow my lead. I'm the basketball god here. We're going to follow my lead. We're going to win this game. Idiots. Idiots. And idiots. And I hate how they're calling this Toon World as in T-U-N-E. Like the musical Toon. It's T-O-O-N, you morons. Like in car fucking Toon! No, Toon World. Bing! Oh, is this gonna break out into a musical number with LeBron James singing about how great he fucking is? Look, I don't follow basketball, but even I can tell you when there's an overbloated ego on the field. There should be a card for that. But yes, apparently LeBron gets transported. Oh, God. This is horrible. But anyway, he's invited with his family to the Warner Brothers studio to discuss a movie deal, which he immediately dismisses while Dom shows an interest in the studio's software. But Dom expresses an interest in a future with Warner Brothers, leading to a blow-up argument with his father. Why? Why? Because your kid wants to have a horizon outside of basketball? He's not telling you, Dad, I want you to go do this movie. No, he's like, I could really see myself working here someday. No, you're never going to work here. You're going to be a basketball player, goddammit. I'll change you that goddamn sports arena, and it's the last thing I ever fucking do. Jesus Christ. It bleeds to a blow-up, where LeBron refuses to let him give up basketball. Hey, asshole! Here's a news flash for you. Not everyone wants to play basketball. I'm not that good at it, and I have a basketball and a basketball net in my backyard, and I suck at it! These are blow-up, blah, blah, blah. The two of them get lured into the basement by Ali G, who traps them in virtual reality. So now we're bringing Tron into this, because that's the same shit that happened in Tron. Hey, I'm going to trap you in the virtual world. Yay! Taking Dom as his prisoner he orders LeBron to assemble a basketball team made entirely from fictional characters owned by Warner Brothers to compete against his own team in a day's time. Well, this is basically Warner Brothers wanting to spank it. Hey, that's not a bad idea. We can really show off our properties. You can have Superman playing basketball. Oh, wait. They travel to other worlds, apparently, like DC Comics, Harry Potter, Casablanca, Game of Thrones. By the way, explain this one to me, please, folks. What the fuck does Casablanca have to do with basketball? That was a shitty movie! What is that got to do with basketball? Basically, though, LeBron will be released in a day's time if he can win within a day's time with his team. He sends him through virtual space where he lands in Toon World. T-U-N-E. Meanwhile, Ali G begins to groom Don like the Emperor groomed Darth Vader, turning him against his father by playing on his resentment and helping him develop and upgrade himself in his game, which he is secretly intending to use against LeBron. Yes, because the basketball player that hates video games and is defiant against this is definitely going to lose in a video game. That would be like putting a chef in a NASCAR and telling him to drive off the Grand Canyon. You know what's going to happen. But anyway, LeBron ends up finding the Toon World deserted, save for Bugs Bunny, who explains that Al G persuaded the rest of the Looney Tunes to leave. Oh, God. Their world and explore other realities using spaceship belonging to Marvin the Martian because, you know, Looney Tunes. Him and Bugs go off into different worlds based on the properties and recruit the rest of their team, like Daffy Duck, Lola Bunny, and Porky Pig. Whereas they wanted Superman, Harry Potter, and I'm guessing one of the dragons from Game of Thrones. Whatever. Over Bugs' objections, though, LeBron insists on coaching his new players on the fundamentals of basketball. The Toon Squad meet with Al G's team, the Goon Squad, a play-off of the original, comprised of upgraded avatars of several active professional basketball players with superpowers and led by Dom. So basically, the Goon Squad in this one is virtualized forms of actual basketball players, unlike the first movie where they were the nerdlucks with the talent of the basketball players that they stole. Okay, No, pick a fucking lane, movie. You either want to be a sequel, you want to be a reboot, or you want to be nothing. Pick a fucking lane and stay in it. Oh my God. But anyway, to further the stakes, Al G live streams the game and abducts countless viewers, including LeBron's family, into the virtual reality. Oh, sorry, his fake family, because none of his kids are going to be in this movie. None of his actual family is showing up in this movie. And if they do, God help you if they do. They're going to be wearing bags over their heads for the rest of their lives like, we don't know you, Dad. No. I don't care. You bought me a Porsche. That's great. That's fine. You bought me a Cayman Islands. Hey, that's great. I still don't fucking know you. That movie was a joke, Dad. Come on. Anyway, Al G also summons the rest of the Warner Brothers characters to watch the game, and saying that if the Toon Squad loses, all the viewers will remain there for eternity, and the Looney Tunes will be deleted permanently. With the Goon Squad easily kicking their ass, like I said, they try recruiting Michael Jordan, but get the wrong Michael Jordan. They get Michael B. Jordan instead, which, alright, funny joke, I guess. And you get LeBron realizing his mistake and allowing Bugs to devise the strategy for the second half, using their cartoon physics to catch up with the Goon Squad. So in other words, it's the same bullshit from the first movie, only in this case, it's made worse because you have a jackass with an ego complex. Whereas in the first movie, Michael Jordan really didn't know if the Looney Tunes could handle it. That's why he didn't let him do it. That was the... Watch the first movie, guys. I'm telling you. But during a respite, however, LeBron confronts Dom, tells him he no longer wants to stand in the way of his dreams, and earning his trust as Dom abandons the Goon Squad. Yes, because as Angry Joe and the others put it, every time LeBron gets his ass kicked by another team, he goes and recruits one of them for his team the next year. It's like, you're a strong player. Come join our team. You'll be stronger with us. Make us stronger. We need you. Screw that team. They don't love you. We'll treat you like family. We're the Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family. And family fucks each other over, but when you're here, you're family. It gets worse. It gets so much worse. So LG assumes control of the Goon Squad using his own abilities to make them seemingly unbeatable, with Dom suddenly discovering the only way to win the game is to use the move he previously showed LeBron, but doing so will delete whoever uses it. During the final seconds of the game, Bugs sacrifices himself by performing the move, so you kill off Bugs Bunny? You kill Bugs Bunny! Have you no balls, Warner Brothers? You want to kill off the character that is you are most iconically known to have. You're gonna kill him off. Way to fucking go! Why not kill off, offbeat characters? So now we're gonna kill off Bugs Bunny. Bugs sacrifices himself performing the move and enables Dom to help LeBron score the final point by some masterizing bullshit, posterizing Al G as he's defeated, deleting him forever. With the James family and the abducted citizens returning to the real world, while in Toon World, Bugs bids farewell to his friends before he disappears, dying! Dying! You killed them off! Oh, but wait, hold on. This is a kid's movie. So, of course, ever since The Lion King, which was the last movie that actually had somebody die that was a good character, and not have him be brought back by some MacGuffin bullshit, and yes, look that up! Because Bambi had the one character die. Oh my god, parents had a fit. The Lion King got away with it because of the circle of life. That was the whole thing of the movie, the circle of life. We're born, we live, we die. The grass becomes food for the animals become food for the grass. And thus the circle continues. Because when you die, you will become food for the earth, which will then become food for the animals, which will then become food for other animals, which will then become food for the earth again. It's the circle of life, kid. That's what that movie got away with killing Mufasa for, okay? Villains can die left and right, that's fine. Good people can't die. I mean, hell, in Tangled, because I remember when I watched Tangled, my grandmother was still alive. I watched it with her, and she's like, he's dead. I'm like, it's a Disney movie. They haven't had an actual character die in a Disney movie that wasn't brought back since Bambi. The Lion King was the circle of life, so they got away with it. But, of course, in the real world, LeBron comes to see his family in a different light. Probably more so true in the real world that this movie is not portraying, because his kids are going to hate him for this, because they're going to be embarrassed that Daddy was in this piece of shit. I would be embarrassed. Yes, and Dom's decision to become a video game developer, which he now supports. After dropping him off at E3, though, at the E3 game design camp, he's approached by Bugs Bunny, who actually survived due to the fact that he's a fictional character and he can't really die. So you can't even have tension in a movie. But apparently, if I remember Angry Joe's review right, Dom doesn't even want to be a game developer anymore. It's like, I want to be a basketball player, Dad. Wait, what? But we're here at video game camp. Oh, sweet, see ya. Like, but you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. Fuck this. I'm out. Yeah, but basically, he asked LeBron to put him up for a little while, until he can find a way back to the Toon World. LeBron agrees, but Bugs goes on to ask if he can invite the rest of the Looney Tunes over as well. So you kill off Bugs Bunny, and you basically put him in hell. That's exactly what I said on Twitter. Somebody put down, hold the fuck up, they kill Bugs Bunny in the new Space Jam movie. I'm like, yes and no. Yes, but since he's a fictional character, he can't actually die. So he's at the end of the movie, he's alive and living with LeBron. So basically, they kill him and they killed him and they sent him to hell. So Bugs Bunny's now in hell. There we go. I got nothing for this. I have absolutely nothing. I have nothing but I have nothing. I got nothing. This movie, as far as I'm concerned, is a steaming train wreck of bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry. You think this is going to be a good movie? You think this is going to be an enjoyable movie? How drunk are you right now? This movie's garbage! I was right! You killed off Bugs fucking Bunny! Only to have him come back, but now he's living in a total hell because now he's living with LeBron James for eternity. I'm sorry, I don't know about you, I consider that a hell. That's hell on earth. That is hell on earth. I'm going to make sure that LeBron takes care of me. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I liked how Alex on the Angry Joe review for this goes, what a horrible day to have fucking eyes to see this movie. I pity. I think every single person that went to see this should be compensated by Warner Brothers. You should be compensated for this. They should give everybody $10 just to apologize for this. Go, look, here, we know the mental trauma you suffered. It's not going to undo the damage. I mean, how many kids did you scar killing Bugs Bunny to not actually kill Bugs Bunny? That's a scar. Those kids are going to be seeing that and go, they killed Bugs Bunny. They killed him. Yeah, basically. This is Warner Brothers' Ready Player One. None of this makes any fucking sense. And this wasn't even a sequel. This was a goddamn soft reboot. This was not a sequel. This was in no way a sequel. Okay? I don't care what you're smoking. This was not a sequel. This was a soft reboot. And it sucks. I didn't see it. I'm glad I didn't see it. Don't get HBO Max to watch this. Don't pay the $10 a month or the $100 a year to get this for free. Oh, but wait, you wouldn't even be able to do it. You had to pay the $150 to get this. Because in order to see this right now, you had to pay $14.99 a month or $150 a year to get HBO Max without commercials in order to get this. Or my guess is like $30 in the fucking theaters. Just to see this. Warner Brothers, I want to congratulate you on something. You have managed to prove physics wrong again. That something can both suck and blow. Truly, you have a dizzying intellect when it comes to making something both suck and blow. It sucks and blows. How did you manage to make something suck and blow? I mean, you're basically pitching this movie as Space Jam 2, but it's not Space Jam 2. You don't want nothing to do with the originals, like, oh, well, the Nerdlucks aren't going to be in this. Oh, the Nerdlucks are in this for, like, a small moment. We got throwbacks to the original Space Jam in this movie. I don't know where that rumor got started that we want nothing to do with this. This is a sequel to Space Jam. This is not a sequel to Space Jam. If this was a sequel to Space Jam, the Toon Squad would have still been fucking together! There was no way that they were not gonna stick together after that! What is this, like, we're banding together to fight the villain one time? Okay, now we're all going our separate ways because our job is done! What horse shit is that? I'm sorry, what horse shit is that? Oh, just because the moment our job is done, now we're no longer needed. Bye! What happy horse shit is that? No. You have the balls to kill off Bugs Bunny. You have the balls to make this. You're basically making this movie. This wasn't even made for families and kids. No. Let's get this right. This movie had to have been made to appease the LeBron James fans out there. To give them a place where they can go and spank it to their god. Yeah, I love LeBron. Yeah, he's the greatest. Yeah, that's all it was. I'm sorry, that's all it was. Because the whole premise of this is you need to be true to yourself. No, shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't believe that this bullshit can continue. And I know there are people out there that like this. I want to know why! How in the hell did you like this? Oh, but it had basketball. No, it didn't have basketball! That was fuckable! That's not basketball! That's we can just do whatever the fuck we want and cheat! This was Ready Player One watered down! This is like what happens when you give a high school student a project, tell them that they have the entire school year to do it, it's due the last day, and it's going to be part of a presentation that's going to be shown to the rest of the kids, and you turn it in like 3 days after you're given the assignment. It's like, yeah, I spent 3 days working on this, it's beautiful, I love it, it's great. We wanted you to spend the entire year. No, 3 days was all I needed. I had an entire team behind me. My entire class helped me with this. We had it all done in 3 days. It's beautiful. And everybody watches it and they're going, boo! Boo! I was right that this was crap. I was right that this was a joke. This is Space Scam! A Crash Legacy! That's what I'm calling this. Space Scam. Because they scammed you out of your cash. That's all. They scammed you out of your cash. I mean, there are so many other basketball players you could have got. LeBron James is not the face of goddamn basketball. Oh, but we wanted to make this back in the 90s, right after Space Jam, the first one, was out. You had Shaquille O'Neal you could have got back in the 90s. You had a whole slew of other kids. You could have got Kobe Bryant back in the 90s. You could have had him in the early 2000s, for God's sake. You could have got him when he was cheap. You purposely waited, dragged this son of a bitch out so that you could get LeBron James because... oh, LeBron's the icon of basketball. He's a godsend. He's not a godsend! The man is a joke! He is hated by half a dozen fans, loved by a small margin of people that won't shut the fuck up about him. And I hate basketball! What does that fucking tell you? I actually like the first Space Jam movie, and I'm not looking at it with rose-colored glasses. I do like it. Is it a good movie by the... broad spectrums? No, because every movie has an issue that you can nitpick. Every single one. Cinema Sins is right. Every movie has sins. No movie is sinless. Everyone has something. And it's true. I can pick a couple things out from the original that make no sense. The plot is a little skeptical here and there, a little paper thin. That's fine. But when it comes to this movie makes that look like the Ten Commandments. This movie makes that look like Waterworld, but much better. No, that's still insulting it. Hold on. I got it. This movie right here, Space Jam: A New Legacy, makes the original Space Jam movie look like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. What does that tell you? Yeah! That's what it thinks you'll think, right? It makes this movie makes the original look like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You want to know what this looks like? What's the worst movie I know of? Oh yeah, Space Chimps. This makes Space Chimps and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy look like blockbusters. Like they went Marvel gangbusters when they came out. This movie's a joke. But it made almost $32 million. It did better than the original. That's because you wouldn't shut the fuck up about it, and people wanted to go out and see it. Plus, you got the streaming services that you're probably taking consideration into as well, and there comes your shit ton of cash. $54.7 million on a $150 million budget. I'm sorry. Even Marvel movies that have that low of a budget rank higher than that when they bring back in the cash. I don't give a shit if it's a kid's movie. That is crap. That is what you call a crap return. That's basically 1/3. It's about 1/3. Not to mention, because that $150 million doesn't ever take into consideration marketing, publication, all that fun bullshit. So it's more like about $200 million if you think about it, because you got to pay for the ads to air. So like I said, more like $200 million, and it brings in 54.7. That's a piss poor ROI. That's like 1/4. That is a piss poor ROI. I'm sorry. That is a piss shit poor ROI. And you have the balls to tell me that this is a good movie? I didn't even see it. Just reading the plot alone made me sick. This is garbage upon horse shit. This is what happens when you push manure into a hole, push horse shit into a hole, push cow crap into a hole, top it off with every piece of live-action Disney crap, mix it all together, sprinkle in some Warner Brothers properties because, you know, they want to make sure that it's still good. Constantly mix it again, and oh yeah, that's perfect. This is crap, garbage. That's all I gotta say. But what are your thoughts on it? Did you see the movie? Do you like it? Are you like me? You have no plans to ever see the movie? The plot synopsis just turns you off? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. This has been Andrew Rants. And God, I need a drink now. That was horrible.